You know what I'm saying?
Brother
I did go like,
Shaka,
oh, yeah.
let me say this before I go. You are one of the most dangerous brothers in our community. Why? Because he has been listening for a long time, and when you say something, he's going to say, "Wait, but you said this on this day. Here's the video."
And he's going to have the documentation.
He is one of the most dangerous brothers in our community. And so I'm excited that you're here. I'm excited that Soneta's audience now knows about you. He was talking to me about Shaka. I thought he was talking about Shaka almost for a second. Because Soneta love him some Shaka Ma'at forever. So I'm just honored that now we have a more global. I know Rob Moore was kind of making a joke, but he was also making a comment. The reality is that this internet is going to allow Africans all over the world to connect on our interest, and that is powerful. That is powerful.
Yes.
I'm honored to be on. I promise I will communicate with you. I'm watching your shows ardently, Shaka. So whenever you would like me to come and chat with you privately or publicly, please let me know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hotep Senuhena Senut I Tiren I Shakan Lugukemet. I hope you're doing well. The title of this live stream is Queen's Throne Questioned by Neo X, the Zero Lady, who called LeakYou phony and hypocritical, not being real. As a matter of fact, I need to remove that parenthesis. I'm going to do that now. Then I will check the sound quality. Boom. And here. There it is. Let me check the sound quality. Background music seems a bit low on my end, so we need up a little bit. Now let's see who's in the place to be. Andrea Burnett is in the place to be. How you doing, sister? We have May the 4th be with you in the place to be, who wrote sounds good for me. Okay. You know, when I come with a title, there's no cap. So first things first. It's important to know what we are dealing with, who we are dealing with. So here in the chat, you have the video where you can see that this lady got on Filthy Frankie Soneta's panel after Polite was sentenced. You have the link in the chat. Then you have this link where you can hear her say that she had no issues with Sanetta and that they talk on the phone. Yes, you heard correctly. Yes. While we were all going in on the HOK and Filthy Frankie because of these rapists and child molesters and scammers that he was promoting. And she was pretending to go at him, but she slipped up and revealed that she had no issues with him and that they speak on the phone. Guess who said it? Herself. You have the link in the chat. There it is. Next, can hear her defending Sanetta, just like she did tonight. She may be still live now. She defended him again. It never fails. Here is the link of her lying so much and defending Filthy Frankie. There it is in the chat. And here you can see how hypocritical she is because she was okay with Tahaka Bay, and Tahaka Bay showed his own paperwork and it says sex offender, right? But she has no problem with that. Elijah Muhammad has no paperwork that says sex offender. Some people are so fake, it's just amazing. But it's good when they, just go publicly and they basically expose themselves. Boom. May the 4th be with you wrote, wow. So here you have the link, okay? And here you can see that she's a fake advocate. There it is. Okay. So let me get the fair use disclaimer out of the way, and we're going to hear Sanetta's #1 agent, 0x. Boom. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Now, as a matter of fact, for those who don't know, I uploaded a video which is 1 minute and 5 seconds long, telling people that Queen's Throne and I are cool again. So whatever you heard me say, it was in the past, right? And as a matter of fact, you can see a brief excerpt when I got on her panel.
Right.
But I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And that was a good brother, Young Heru. I mean, at one point, Young Heru, and he was over nothing. He basically, told me that I should flag some of my ops channels, and I told him, I don't want to do that. I don't get down like that. And then, he kind of took issue. But after that, he went on Frankie's panel, Filthy Frankie, and like 2 days later, Filthy Frankie disrespected him. You know what I'm saying? Then Young Heru went at him. So I hope Young Heru is doing well. I haven't heard from him in a while. You know what I'm saying? And Quinstone and I, we went through a little some, but she knows I never use profanity towards her. And the thing is that we stood on principle.
Well, I don't want to get into it, but
you
did have Negro Ralph up there. It was you, V. Bennett, Negro Ralph, and Young Heru, and it really wasn't necessarily what you guys were saying. You and V. Bennett, it was what they were saying on your platform, and you allowed it. So,
well, actually, I'm glad you said that, sister. But
you just gotta
it's on my. But if you listen closely, right, when some stuff was said about you, I was like, no, I don't agree with that, right? And even the first video, Yeah, yeah, if you have time. But even the first video, actually, I had said, "My dear sister Queenstone," right? And I said, "Yo, you want me to play it?" And you said, "No, I'll check it later." And I thought you were checking and said, "Oh yeah, for the record," because when Enki got back over there, and I said, "My dear sister, you said it can never happen again." So I had a feeling somebody must have told you that I talked negatively about you. But in my stream, when I was in my car, I ain't never said a single negative thing about you, and that's why I came
Well, I
on your
took
panel
it
to tell you.
negative because you were holding me accountable for what another grown man do
No,
in
I
a way
wasn't,
that like
sister.
it wasn't like violating a child. He went over to Sonetta. I knew he was gonna go over there because he had already went over there before. But again, I don't want to rehash old shit or
Yeah, I
whatever.
understand. I
We
understand.
ain't
I
here to
understand.
talk about that. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's good. It's good. I apologize and we cool.
It's all good, sister. It's all good. But so as a matter of fact, let me share that link. So that was today. Queens Room live stream. There it is. You have the link in the chat. Now I ain't gonna share 0x link. I ain't gonna advertise Sanetta agent, but some of you know her channel. So I'm gonna go like this. And let's go.
So I named the show I'm Just Keeping It Real. Beef, Rookie, Skepticism of the Power of Jesus. Because in so many words, I was trying to watch like 2 different lives last night and then do my show on top of that, right? So I was just in and out everybody lives, just so I can keep up with what's going on. And I peeped in to LeakYou live, right? To show her some support, to see what she had, because she's keeping her foot on Israel doctrine's neck, and rightfully so, right? Because Israel doctrine clearly is a very disturbed man, and he said some fucked up shit, and now he out here looking real suspect, right? So rightfully so. And anytime anybody take a noble cause or a noble stance against any type of advocacy um for women and children and anything like that, Neo S is just always gonna have your back. Like, I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna like let you know you're doing a good job. Keep it up. That's just me. I don't have to know you personally to support you and give you your flowers. But y'all know that I did do a video where I put her name in the title, and I addressed my issue with Shaka and Dooku, right? And it's no secret that I'm not a fan of Shaka. And if anybody who's been supporting my channel, who's been keeping up with the issues, or kind of know what's going on, no one is blaming me or feel some type of way why I don't fuck with him. They all agree that I am justified for not wanting to have nothing to do with him. And based,
What's funny here is when they say they all agree. She's talking about her groupies in her chat. Let's continue.
Me just saying, fuck him, you stay over there, and I'm gonna do my thing over here. But it was something that was said that, she didn't say any direct names. She spoke in general, which I'm okay with that. I just want to make sure I again reiterate what I said, because I'm one of my mentors told me it's not what you say, Neo, is what they heard, right? And sometimes I get it. Sometimes people might mishear shit. Maybe they really don't want to get in it. Whatever. I understand that. But I thought I made it clear when I did that video, warning her and telling her to be cautious about Shaka, that this was not about my personal issues with Shaka, like our personal beefs. That I even said, don't take my word for it, look into it yourself. I think I made it clear that I was saying that, hey, you exposing Israel doctrine, I expose Shaka and Dooku. He's not like us, right? when LeakYou made her comment, I agree with 90% of what she said. Don't get into people bees. I don't have time to keep up with people bees. I'm the same way. I say that shit all the time. Y'all wouldn't believe how many times I get phone calls or text messages where I'm on
You know it's coming.
somebody else's panel or I'm showing love
That's how it starts. You've seen Training Day. That's how it starts.
to somebody else, and somebody hit me up. Oh, do you know this person said this? Oh, do you know this person? Oh, I didn't know you was cool with this person. This person said something about my mom. I deal with that. So I know how frustrating that is where you trying to show somebody love, but then you trying to be loyal to the person, somebody else that you supporting. So you try to stay out of it, or you try to reassure them like, hey, I ain't on no phony fake shit. You know, if you don't fuck with this person, I understand, I get it. I'm like that. I actually been on record saying I can't keep up with everybody's shit. I got a life, full-time job, family. I got shit to do. I get that, right? But what Neo X is not really sure where I think the message got lost in the sauce is that I can tell by the way that LeakYou responded. It sounds like me, she's making her opinion about what I said and why I did what I did based off somebody's personal opinion about me and the drama that's going on. Because me keeping it real, right? For a moment, right now, just for a moment, I want y'all just for a moment, just to see it from my perspective. Ignore everything. Ignore everything that Shaka and Dooku and I have said about each other, right? Ignore all the videos we made. Ignore the videos he made about me calling him a liar or whatever, him lying and saying I didn't defend his daughter on the video. Ignore all that. If you did not know that me and Shaka was beefing with each other, if I play a clip of a man saying that teenage girls who were in a religious organization or cult, whatever word you want to use, were groomed and victims of a man named Elijah Muhammad, whatever, how they pronounce his name, that they were they were not raped.
Now, she doesn't even know how to pronounce his name. She's not even sure, right? Young Haru! Brother, it's been a minute. He wrote, still talking about me. LOL. She talk loads, but talk about people over the net same way. And I was speaking on your behalf because she talk about you, really. I don't really get too much what Young Hill was trying to say right there, but I hope you're doing well and your family also. So she is not even sure how to pronounce the dude's name. And you heard what she said? Now, first of all, teenagers, right? At 19, a person is a teenager. 18, the person is a teenager. But below 18 as well, right? So she doesn't even state the age that she has a problem with, right? Noble Drew Ali got with an underage girl. You don't hear 0x talking about that. We had those GMS dude in the street saying that they would get down with, 9-year-old girls. 0x ain't talking about that. Young Hero wrote, I am good, Chaka. Good to see you doing well. I'm doing great, brother. I'm chilling so much. Family's well. I got my son with me for the holidays. Anyway. Now, check this out. I'm just going back a few seconds.
of a man named Elijah Muhammad, whatever how they pronounce his name, that they were willing, they were not raped.
That they were not raped. Now, Malcolm X spoke about the situation. Malcolm X had a problem with fornication and adultery. Did Malcolm X talk about rape? Zero X was not born, and Malcolm X spoke about the situation of Elijah Muhammad and his secretaries. Did Malcolm X ever mention rape? Who else ever mentioned rape? Let's continue.
But they were willing participants. And I'm exposing how that statement is a fucking problem in our community. Put your biases aside. Fuck how you feel about me personally. Fuck about anything you heard me say about Shaka and Dooku. If I led the video by going straight to what the issue is with Shaka, my question is to y'all is how come we not keeping the same energy with Shaka and Dooku? Well, I am. Even though people feel like it's because I have personal.
So now she starts by saying, how come we're not keeping the same energy with Shaka and Dooku? As if I was the one who got down with those secretaries. Did she say the age that she has a problem with? Is there any charge? Is there any sentencing? I mean, was it even against the law? I have already shown you the age of consent in the United States of America. And the age depends on the state. But once again, Tahakabe, who showed his own paperwork, and it says sex offender, she has no problem with that. If that ain't being fake, please tell me what it is. She's one of the fakest person ever seen. I addressed Tahakabe.
No beef with him, right? My question is, why we not keeping the same energy when it comes down to a man in our little circle in our community saying something that's clearly problematic?
And talking about keeping the same energy, there is an organization called the Nation of Islam. The leader is Louise Farrakhan. Did she go live and address the Nation of Islam regarding Elijah Muhammad and the secretaries? Did she go live and address Farrakhan being the leader of that organization? If that ain't being fake, then what is it? Let's continue.
Right. We make videos attacking HOK, Sinetta, anybody affiliated with him. We spend hours editing. We do our investigations. We communicate. We share information with each other. We spend hours exposing Sinetta and his circle. We would make videos on top of videos on top of questioning. Hey, did you hear what this person said? This don't sound right. What you think about that? How come when it's somebody in our own circle who's supposed to be an ally, how come we're not keeping the same energy when that person says something that's questionable?
Someone who's supposed to be an ally. When we were going in on the HOK that has been inviting and promoting rapists, child molesters, and scammers, right? She was on the phone with Frankie. So she was supposed to be an ally. And she went, I shared the link in the chat. She went on some of Sanetta's associates. And she said that she has no issues with him, that they talk. But when she was with us, she wasn't saying she has no issues with him and they talk. But anyway, let's continue.
That was the whole point of me exposing Shaka and Dooku. It was not to bring in anybody into my beefs. Clearly, I know she's not aware of my content.
Thank you. I was on mute. I was saying, it says Son of Thunder. He said that it is Marcus, but I presume I have to be careful because when I was on Queen's Throne live stream earlier today, I could see Marcus in the chat with the Marcus username. And that is not Marcus, because I have an accent. It's spelled like this. So I'd rather say Son of Thunder, Let's continue.
Because Neo X fights all the time by myself. I don't never reach out to Queen Throne, Uncle Suge, anybody else, DMG, all them people who I used to be. I never asked anybody to ever defend me. I can do this shit on my own because I always keep it real. And I drop receipts. So I think I do a good job defending myself. I just don't have the bigger following like everybody else. I have the smallest following. But Neo X is basically saying, you have a problem with what Sinetta and his crew is saying, but you don't have a problem with Shaka and what Shaka said.
Didn't I tell you all? She is. Son of Thunder wrote that he's blocked on his other account. Right. Didn't I tell you that she's Sinetta's agent? Let's continue.
Said was Shaka and Dooku. What he said was problematic. It was fucked up. And it sounds a little suspect. He said they were willing participants. See.
So she has a problem with that statement. Now, were they forced? Did Malcolm X say that they were forced? I don't even know why I blocked you. But I remember when I asked you about the mighty Hebrew, you said something like, he was young, But let me go. Try to do this quick. Oh, I cannot search. Maybe it's not in alphabetical order, is it? I'll go on Queen's Throne chat and I will see. There it is. So, oh snap! If I search for Marcus, there's going to be so many Marcus. There's going to be so many accounts. Show more. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's continue like this because it will take me too long to find stuff.
I'm not perfect, right? Sometimes I get on here and I go too far.
And her was asking Shaka why I don't see nobody else in the chat. I'm streaming on both my channels, so maybe you are on one of them, Let me see. You are on the Ma'at Forever channel. So the other comments are on the Shaka Nugu Kemet channel.
Far. I get in my emotions. I say things. I can admit that because I'm a very passionate person. But one thing that I have been consistent with, that I said that, hey, even the heroes don't get a pass over here. Because I can tell by your response on how you addressed it, even though you wasn't rude, I felt like it was a little dismissive, but you wasn't rude towards me. So I have no type of energy towards you. I wish you the best. I'm still going to watch your content. I'm still going to thumbs it up. I'm going to still share your shit. It ain't like that. But I can just tell by the way you responded, by whoever's been communicating with you about what's going on between me and Shaka, it's
Daniel Williams is in the place to be.
Clearly obvious that they just dismissed the whole thing as beef. oh, don't get into it. Them two go back and forth. That's not Neil X's problem. Do you know how many people made videos about me? I did not warn you about my ops.
Is it 2 people or 3?
Of anybody, I didn't run down a list. Hey, LeakYou, don't fuck with this person. Don't fuck because they did something to me. No, I clearly said that the problem that I have with Shaka is that he is not like us. This man made videos overly.
You know what's interesting? She said it earlier. That was in her title, right? And like she acts like her issue is my statement regarding Elijah Muhammad, but she keeps saying he's not like us. You know, it looks like she's trying to play on some xenophobic vibe, but you know, let's continue. It's all good.
Obsessive. Wait, do too goddamn much. Attacking Sinetta, make it seem like Sinetta's a perv and his.
Did you hear this? Let's go back.
This man made videos overly obsessive.
This man makes videos overly obsessive.
Wait, do too goddamn much. Attacking Sinetta, make
doing too goddamn much. Attacking Sinetta. Isn't she Sinetta's agent? Now, Son of Thunder, which is Marcus, says that Mighty Hebrew showed him something different. Well, the private stuff, you know, anybody can use Photoshop and create anything and show it, right? But, you know, and by all means, people are free to disagree with me, you know. But this is his quote summary. This was amazing, you know. This was amazing. Like the guy was found guilty. He was found guilty in a court of law, right? He was found guilty of rape and involuntary deviant sexual intercourse. Here it is. Here it is. And he showed that court summary on a live stream. He did, right? So you have his name and his 7 analysis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here it says rape, guilty. Involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, guilty. And once again, it will be against the Constitution of the United States of America to be found guilty of these 2 charges for the same act, which means that 2 different acts were performed for him to get those 2 separate charges. Then aggravated indecent assault, guilty. Statutory rape, guilty. Indecent assault, guilty. And corrupting minor, guilty. Oh, now Marky says, I've never seen that. And I showed it many times, but people will not get to see each and every live stream that I did. You know what I'm saying? So now you know. And if you don't know, now you know. Donnie Williams addressing 0x, he wrote, wow, still riding for Sai. And it's just so obvious. She does not even realize it. She really wish she can get back over her. She's trying, you know, her last moves. But she'll go back to the, you know, the video games, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Make it seem like Sinetta's a perv and his friend's a perv. When he
make it seem like Sinetta is a perv and his friends are perv. She not only called Sinetta a perv. You remember what she called him? I'm going to share the link. Or is it on my other channel? publicly. It's just a title. Don't remember which title I've used, but she called him something publicly, which is way worse than being a perv. Hold on. I'm scrolling through. I have time anyway. Hold on. Be good if I could share that one. She called him something way worse than being a perv. Way worse. So many videos, so I cannot remember each and every title. Oh, never mind. But some of you have seen what she called him.
He said some fucking suspect shit himself. Sound like he was content, or he condone a grown ass man fucking somebody's.
She's stuttering. She doesn't really know what to say. She's trying.
Child. He condone a grown ass man fucking somebody's child.
So now it's no longer teenagers. Now it's child. Now she doesn't say children now. She says child. She doesn't give the age though.
Even if the girls were promiscuous, even if they came to Elijah Muhammad popping pussy on the handstand, his grown ass dick shouldn't be entering into them. Why? Because they're kids. They're underage. And for a man to say little girls are willing participant in so many words, he's blaming it on them too.
So I'm blaming it on the girls now. Did she show any receipts? Did she show any paperwork? Did she show any videos of testimonies? She's just going off her dome.
That Elijah Muhammad only had sex with these girls, impregnated these girls because they wanted to. Kids. So my question would be to the people out there who feeling some type of way or trying to dismiss or trying to downplay what I was trying to say to LeakYou as a fucking beef. Why ain't you keeping the same energy?
Now she's asking LeakYou why she ain't keeping the same energy. Marcus is writing, Zero need to leave that stuff alone. Donnie Williams wrote, shaking my head, she cloud chasing. She is. She want to get back over her. And it's just quicker for her to go back over there instead of trying to act like, oh, it's because of this and that. I'm going back over there. It's okay. Ain't gonna be. See, either shortly she'll be back over there, or she's just gonna go back to her video games.
Or is it what I kept saying in the beginning, that some of y'all ain't really about this advocacy life? Some of y'all
ain't really about this advocacy life. She's been doing video games for 5 hours, 4 hours, and that is apparently advocacy life.
Ain't advocating for shit. You doing the shit for clicking views and cyberbullying.
Some of you ain't doing it, just for clicking views. Young Hero wrote, yeah, why is she talking about you? Because I have shown that she is a pathological liar. And she's not sleeping because of that. If anybody makes a mistake, it's just easier to either acknowledge it and keep it pushing, or even if the person doesn't acknowledge it, it's best for him to just keep it pushing. But some people, when they make the slightest mistake, they will not admit that they made a slight, little, small mistake. Now, other people, you don't show them making just a mistake. If you show them lying using their own words, some people feel bad about this. Instead of blaming themselves for lying, they want to blame the person that have shown them lying. And everybody know that when she betrayed me for Filthy Frankie, I made a video and I said, I'm done with her, no drama about it. And I kept it pushing. And what did she do? She slandered me, called me gay, did polls asking who's taking up the AWS the most. And one day, V Bennett, or I think it was, played something that she had said, because I wasn't looking at her stream. And I was like, what? She's lying like that? And I set the record straight. Donnie Williams put that emoji. Young Hero with LOL, true, right? Because she was playing with that, with the fact that I wasn't listening to her stream, so she was comfortable lying, and I would not set the record straight, right? Now, look at this. That person wrote, what about you lying? Filthy Frankie, with all the streams he did about me, there are still many streams that I have not even watched. Some of them are downloaded, and I did not even watch them. He was playing on that as well. He was comfortable lying. Now, I don't know if I should pronounce that Brooklyn. Here's the link to get on the panel. Are you going to get on the panel? Yes or no? But you need to use a webcam. This is the real world. So let me know. Just come on the panel. I don't mind if people disagree with me. I've been online for 20 years. I don't recall people showing me lying. So here's your shot. Making a mistake and lying is not the same. And I've made mistakes before and I've said it with no problem. So, are you going to get on the panel? Yes or no? You don't have to. Donnie Williams wrote, what lie are you talking about? Just out of curiosity. But there it is, just being fair. Well, okay. I'm just asking a question. Are you going to get on the panel? Yes or no? If you don't want to, just say no. It's all good. We'll keep you pushing, you know? 2024, man. It takes a few seconds, though, once the person put the comment in the chat and when it appears on the platform that I'm using for live streaming. So, you know, but it's just a few seconds. It doesn't take a few minutes, you know? So let's see. Danny Williams wrote scary. You see, that's the real world, you know? That's the real world. You know, now there's no response, you know? So since you accuse me of lying and you can't even get your behind here to deal with that, it looks like you're tired and you need holidays. So I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you out. Make that make sense, man. And you heard that same 0x lady said that when I'm stated something, I have receipts. I back up what I say. Account created on June 26, 2024. Just a month ago. And now I just want to do something else. No. Okay. Good. Okay, so let's resume.
Just because you just hate Sinetta.
Just because I hate Sinetta, isn't she? Son of Thunder wrote, and I think she was sneak dissing on Queen. Well, in my title, I put Queen's Throne Question by Neo X, and we will hear it. You know, we will hear it.
Like, let's keep that shit real. I literally said in this title, I'm finna keep shit real. How come Shaka get a pass? How come Shaka and Dooku get a pass on what he said?
How come Tahakube gets a pass, 0x? How come Noble Drew Ali gets a pass, 0x? Look who's in the chat. Israel Doctrine. Let me check that it is his real. It's really him, because, you know, anybody can take somebody's username. He must be very happy that there's a bit less heat on him, because, man, his latest interview, my goodness, it was one of the worst ever. The more he spoke, the worse it was. And damn, I did not even know about that live stream. I think he has a few accounts, but here he has a live stream that's even longer. And he says, Shaka and the Kemet must believe me to be a Hebrew Israelite. So apparently he's not a Hebrew Israelite. Maybe he's some sort of Christian or something, you know. Now, and he wrote, you can't F with me. I did not go look for child pornography, you know, so there's levels to this. Anyway, let's go back to Sanetta's agent. Oh, no, wrong one. There it is.
Again, fuck my personal feelings. Fuck that I proved that the nigga manipulated the video to make it appear that I said some shit that I was not saying. Fuck it that I showed his.
Make it appear that she said some stuff that she did not. And you know what she's gonna say about Filthy Frankie Sanetta? That I played clips of Sanetta misrepresenting what Sanetta was saying. I started my website 20 years ago. How many times did I ever play some clip of somebody out of context? Now look at Israel Doctrine. See, because Son of Thunder, which is a brother Marcus wrote, is that Israel Doctrine pedo? Now Israel Doctrine write, your mother a pedo, and this is a Bible believer. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Now, can you take your sunglasses off? We have a dude in the chat, in the back chat. It looks like my up from you're from St. Lucia, aren't you?
Nah.
The Virgin Islands, sorry. You are from the Virgin Islands, right?
Born on the Riz.
Okay, just like young Heru. So let me ask you something. Do you condemn another sexual?
One day I see him, he got his daughter, 3 or 4 years old, sitting on his lap with her legs spread open on the internet. And you talking about pedophilia, the HOK pedophilia. That's when I saw that. I said, yeah, nigga, you need to take your daughter off your lap, nigga. Why is she sitting like that, spread eagle like that on your lap? So I knew that shit would hurt him. And it did, goddammit. That was a home run hit.
Do you condemn Sanetta speaking sexually about a child, yes or no?
Like,
you don't have to condemn him as a man, but what he said. Do you condemn what he said? Yes or no?
I want you to play.
Okay, get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry for cursing, but this guy is a straight up bitch. That dude right here is a straight up bitch. You are, you know, you are a straight up bitch, don't you?
Play
You know
Neo
you are a
X
straight up bitch.
video.
You know you are a straight
Your
up
Young
bitch, ain't you?
Hero voice.
You know you are a straight up bitch,
Play
don't you?
Hero.
Right?
Play Young Hero voice
The,
on
the,
Neo
the,
X
the, the
video.
mighty Hebrew was found guilty of rape. You have no problem with that, do you? Hmm?
Hey, I don't
You
deal with
big
none of that
ass fucking
foolishness.
pussy. Yeah, you don't deal with it because you are a bitch. You don't care about lie, about
Play
rapists and
Neo
child
X
molesters.
video where Young
Now go
Hero
back to filthy
blasting you.
Frankie and swallow like you do, punk sucker,
Young
trick
Hero
ass
X.
bastard. Anyway, so that guy's a straight up bitch, a straight up fucking bitch. This little pussy bitch here went and said that I don't like black Americans. Make that make sense. He is Sanetta's bitch. He's Sanetta's greatest bitch, right? And let me show you. You know what? I'm gonna keep my flow. Israel doctrine, you know, try to get in the place to be, but hell no. Mm-mm. So, Filthy Frankie is hurt, so he's sending his bitches. Where was I? Just here. Let's continue.
Man agreeing that he lied, right? Fuck it that I showed Queen Throne calling him out saying, hey, don't try to manipulate the fucking story, right? Just because she back cool with him and people acting like that shit ain't no mean Neo S has to be cool with it. Doesn't mean that Neo S have to be quiet and fall in line. Nah, I'm too real for that shit. I'm like, when I really thought about it, because you want me to tell you, LeakYou, how I kind of knew that somebody must have got in your ear and tried to dismiss this shit as don't get into it, stay out of it, try to be mutual, don't say nothing, is because you made a comment that stood out like a sore thumb.
Now, for the record, they are both still in the back chat. I don't know what they're waiting for. Anyway.
You said.
And this is great that everybody can see that. Filthy Frankie is hurt. He has his Agent 0X. He has that sucker, right? Who's really doing a bad look for people from the Virgin Island. I see a private chat. I don't give a damn what you wrote in the private chat. You are a punk. And you heard, I asked him about the mighty Hebrew who was found guilty of rape. And what did he say? Oh, I don't deal with that. You know, I'm glad you showed how much of a bitch you are. And I'm talking about this dude right there. This sucker here right there. I'm glad you showed how much you are a bitch. Anyway.
Only a rookie would make a mistake like that. Somebody who's only been around about 1, 2, 3 years, something like that. I'm just paraphrasing. But the comment about the rookie and how long the person's been around, I'm the only one who has tagged you to a video telling you to be cautious of an individual because he's not like us. I didn't say it wasn't about what he did to me. It's about what he said. When you made that comment, there was a particular somebody who I got into it on their panel. And when this person was saying all types of crap and, you know, trying to tear me a new one, right? And I just left the live because I didn't want to argue and beef with somebody who I had respect for. They kind of said the same thing, that I only been around for 1 to 2 to 3 years. And then only.
Now, Young Hero wrote, see what Doctrine have to say. He came on my panel before. I played the same clip. I asked him if he condemns Sanetta speaking sexually about a 3-year-old girl. He wouldn't condemn it. So I told him I pass. You know what I'm saying? He's still in the back chat. Look, he's still in the back chat. That other bitch here is still in the back chat too. You know what I'm saying? Filthy Frankie is now the bitch bounced, you know. That other dude, you know, he bounced. But Israel Doctrine is still, you know, I don't know why he's waiting for, you know, but hey, he doesn't realize he's on mute. But let's continue with the Filthy Frankie's agent.
For me to prove that I've been a content creator on YouTube for at least about 7 years, maybe longer, that I was known by Sister Zion and not Neo X.
So now she's talking about she's been a content creator for 7 years, as if for 7 years she was advocating. You know what I'm saying? You know? Now, Oh, now Israel Doctrine wrote, I did condemn his actions as if he was talking to pedo about a child. The live stream is there, and that's when LeakYou came, right? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can share the link if people want to, but I'd rather share LeakYou's live stream. You know what I'm saying? Because she played, what took place. So I might as well share LeakYou's live stream. So I don't like when he does that. Out. Boom. Oh, okay. Got up page. There it is. So LeakYou. Then stream where she dealt with it is that one there. Yeah. LeakYou live stream about Israel doctrine. There it is. It's in the chat. There it is. You see? Okay. Continue.
The whoever relayed that to you, they only know me for 1 or 2, 3 years dealing with Sinetta. I'm not a fucking rookie. I'm not a rookie. I'm a person who stand on morals, principles, and I just don't play that shit. And
she is a rookie. She doesn't stand on no morals and no principles. I told her about not going on Frankie's panel, right? I told her he would not let her speak. What happened? She went there. He did not let her speak. I played her when she was claiming to go against Frankie, right? And Frankie's wife, Napashada, got on her panel and called me a sexual abuser, right? Over her videos that Tahakabe was selling publicly. I was not selling them, right? And after she called me a sexual abuser on 0x panel, 0x was trying to make an appointment with her. She was trying to make an appointment with her so-called ops wife. Make that make sense. She's on tape saying that she wanted to give Sinetta grace, that she wanted to sue V. Bennett and I. She is on tape saying that.
I ain't with that phony fake shit. I just did a video about Hassan Campbell. In that video, I showed that brother love. I showed him respect. I gave my admiration. I fucked with his content. Had no idea of the sick shit that he said. As soon as my audience brought that shit to my attention, it wasn't no ifs, ands about it. Oh, let me see or whatever. I let them know where.
And for the record, I'm definitely not xenophobic. When I asked him, where it was from, he had some videos, and I played an excerpt from one of them. He took down all his videos. So there's something that he's hiding. You know what I'm saying? But he's a straight up weirdo. And you know what? Yeah, the clip is longer, that's why. The clip is longer, that's why. I had a shorter clip before. It's lucky. Let me finish with this.
Where I stood right then. Fuck Hassan Campbell. He's clearly a fucking perv, bro. Suspect as fuck. So people can sit up here and play games and act like they did not hear this man say those girls.
Israel Doctrine, just for the record, is still backstage. I'm not reading the reply chats. It's 5 messages now, and maybe it's not all you who wrote the 5 of them. Maybe the other dude did write at least one or a few, but I'm just reading the private chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see you are patient, but I have no intention of dialoguing with you. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well save time. But suit yourself, if you're happy in the back chat.
Were willing participants and there was rape, I feel like you're being phony. I feel like it's hypocritical, and I feel like you're not being real.
Oh, you see my title? Now she's talking about LeakYou.
He's clearly a fucking perv, bro. Suspect as fuck.
Okay, right now she's talking about Hassan Campbell, right?
So people can sit up here and play games and act like they did not hear this man say those girls were willing participants and there was rape. I feel like you're being phony. I feel like it's hypocritical, and I feel like you're not being real.
Phony, hypocritical, and not being real.
Because I'm telling y'all, I am tired, bruh. How many times I have to make videos telling y'all I be wanting to stay away from these people. I be trying to show love and respect to these people, but they keep showing me who they are. Deep down inside, they really don't like me. They be on the phone talking shit, playing games, doing sneaky shit behind the scenes, or this allyship and all that shit. And at the end of the day, all Neo X wanted to do was be a voice, use my platform for something positive, and help protect the community by exposing motherfuckers. But now I'm getting pushed to the side or dismissed because I'm exposing somebody in our own circle. Just because y'all forgave each other, don't.
Now she's being pushed to the side and dismissed because she's allegedly exposing somebody. Right? Now, for those who don't know, this Sanetta agent did a live stream. She put LeakYou's name and she said, "Beware of Shaka Nugu Kemet." So that's what she's talking about right now, right? And she acts like she's being pushed to the side when she was doing video games for 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? 4 hours, right? And you're going to hear her later on. She's going to try to take credit for Sanetta being demonetized. Make that make sense? And she was on the phone with the dude all this time when we were banging on him.
Me, it changed what the fuck he said. He wouldn't be on my platform. Can't tell you who you allow on your platform. That's your business. I can have my opinions about it, just like.
Now, Donnie Williams wrote, "Carl is wild." And Young Hero wrote, "Shaka, was you talking about her lately?" She was live and she said she took my art forever down, right? And that was after Uncle Shug's live stream. And I saw that she was in his chat and she wrote that she's streaming his stream. So her stream came on my feed when Uncle Shug finished. Out of curiosity, I went there and I heard her say she took my art forever down. So in the chat, I wrote, "You never took my, my channel down." And she called me a retard and she denied what she said, So I made that video. And I'm going to share it. And that's why she was hurt. And that's why she made that live stream acting like she want to warn LeakYou or beware Shaka Nukukeme, because I show that she's a pathological lie. She basically denied what she had said a few seconds ago. There it is. 0x claims she took my art forever down, then denies it seconds later. You see, now she ain't gonna keep it real, She ain't gonna keep it real about that. After I made that live stream showing how much of a lie she is, then all of a sudden, "Oh, beware, LeakYou." Young Hero wrote, "Okay, I'm just playing catch up." That's what it is. Marcus, aka Son of Thunder, wrote, "We'll leave it alone, Neo." And then he added, "She's talking about Queen." Well, let's continue.
People had a problem with me letting Sanetta on my platform that day before, me and him had our official
Israel doctrine finally bounced. So my back chat is clear now.
fall out. I have a problem with Shaka just chilling and on people's shit.
She had a problem. Let's hear it again. This is crazy.
Problem with me letting Sanetta on my platform that day before, me and him had our official fallout. I have a problem
What did she say? Hold on.
on my platform that can have my opinions about it, just like people had a problem with me letting Sonetta on my platform that
People had a problem with her letting Sanetta on her platform. Yes. That's what when we were going against the dude, she had Sanetta on her platform, and she stopped me from going on her platform to confront Sanetta. She stopped V Bennett from confronting Sanetta on her platform. She told me she would let me on. She did not let me on. And then she had the nerve to go on Queenstone channel and act like, oh, she wasn't fast enough. Make that make sense. That girl is a pathological liar. Now, Young Hero wrote, she thought she took you down. That's funny. That's what she said. So she's hurt now. She's heartbroken. She's heartbroken. And now she's like, oh, LeakYou, beware of Shaka Nugu Keme. Think you ain't gave her the time of the day? Now she mad now. Now she mad now.
day before, me and him had our official fallout. I have a problem with Shaka just chilling.
She has a problem with Shaka just chilling. Thank you for telling the truth. Let's hear it again.
Just like people had a problem with me letting Sonetta on my platform that day before, me and him had our official fallout. I have a problem with Shaka just chilling and on people's shit.
She has a problem with Shaka chilling on people's right? Now, I didn't go on LeakYou stream yet, but I went on Queenstone live stream. You know what I'm saying? So, she was already 0x was already mad at Queenstone giving me shout out, at Queenstone playing my videos, right? But now that I got on Queenstone panel, now she's gonna lose sleep now. Donnie Williams wrote pathological kappa.
But I ain't gonna do nothing sneaky behind your back. I ain't gonna be condescending. I'm just gonna tell you how I feel and move on. But I meant what I said. He not like us. I exposed it over and over and over. But that little comment kind of gave.
Hold on. Stacy Evans wrote, "Hey Shaka, I am glad that you have your son back in your life." I'm suspicious about that comment because my son's been back a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But hey, because some people they will act like they're down with you somehow, some way. But hey, I'm just saying I'm suspicious. I'm not making any accusation. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't like my son. Go back in my life like 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? But hey, let's continue with the Filthy Frankie Sanetta's agent 0x.
It away who I said, well, I already know who kind of got in the ear and tried to just really just diminish this shit as
hold on. Damn, okay, so still shows
beef between me and Shaka. I already know who kind of over. Bent what I said. He not like us. I exposed it over and over and over. But that little
so she exposed over and over that I'm not like that I'm not like them for real. How can I put that stuff back? You cannot see it, but oh, there it is.
Comment kind of gave it away. Who I said, well, I already know who kind of got in the ear.
Yes, Donnie Williams. She's straight up hating. Son of Thunder wrote, I thought it was about taking Sadidi down. Well, is she talking about Diddy? Like everybody on the planet, you know what I'm saying? She ain't worried about them, you know what I'm saying? But Shaka, my goodness. Donnie Williams wrote, I knew she hates to see us over there, even in the chat. She ain't gonna sleep for a week or two. And then she's gonna go back to her video games, or maybe she'll be back on, Frankie's panel.
And tried to just really just diminish this shit as a beef between me and Shaka. I put this on everything I love. Even if me and Shaka never had an argument a day in our fucking life, if we never felt out, if I would have saw that video of him saying that, I would have kept the same energy then.
Why is she not keeping the same energy for Tahaka Bay? Tahaka Bay showed his paperwork and it says sex offender. I have no sex offender on my paperwork. She's not keeping it real. She's fake. She's a fake advocate. Over a personal issue she has with me, she's using the cause of advocacy, right? And try to get people against me. And she's failing horribly. Young Hero wrote, LOL, if she Kendrick, you must be Drake. She's trying, this talking point, thinking that she's gonna get some people behind her. She might have thought that she's gonna come up with a music video and have so many people, so many content creators. My goodness. This lady was on the phone with Filthy Frankie while we were banging on Filthy Frankie, and she was acting like she was banging on him.
And nothing would have changed. I did the same thing with Kevin Wesley. Neo X have a history of.
Does Kevin Wesley have sex offender on his paperwork? Tahaka has sex offender on his paperwork. Why she ain't keeping it real? Why she's not keeping that same energy? She's a fake advocate. For real. She's failing miserably. I mean, she's really damaging her own image. She's doing it.
People she cool with, you say some problematic shit or some questionable shit, Neo X is gonna be, okay, what's up with that?
What's up with Tahaka Bay having a sex offender on his paperwork? What's up with that? Did she ever do a live stream about the Mighty Hebrew? I've shown the court summary, and that's something. Now, I'm not saying she didn't do it, but did she? Now, if she did it, how many times? How many times did she go live about me? Mighty Hebrew was found guilty of rape. He went to prison for that. Right? I have no charges like that. So make that make sense. She's hijacking that cause of people who are advocating, right, against child molesters and rapists over a personal issue because she betrayed us siding with Filthy Frankie when we're all going against him.
I love Cali, but let somebody play a video of Cali saying some shit like that. I can't support Cali no more. I won't be playing his music or none of that. Because I stand on something. This ain't no game. And I literally said, this is the reason. This is the reason why a lot of people who still support Sinetta and people who made videos going against us, they are right when they say that some of y'all be having some selective outrage. And
some of y'all, right? Some of y'all. That's plural, right? That's plural, right? Some of y'all. Oh, my mistake. Well, it should be an F, I put a G instead, typo. Some of y'all, that's plural. Who is she talking about?
When they say that some of y'all be having some selective outrage.
Selective outrage. But sex offender on the paperwork, that gets a pass for 0x.
And the only time y'all want to expose people is if it's anybody affiliated with Sinetta.
Okay, let's continue.
But when it's somebody in our own circle, we get hush hush.
Oh, you know what? Let me just say, Stacey Evans wrote, I don't understand she meant to write suspicion, she put suspension, but it happens. I just did a typo just earlier. I don't be checking your pages every day. The last time I tuned into your page, you mentioned what went through with your son's mother. I was happy for you. I have suspicion regularly because this fake advocate right there, for example, she was a paid member of my channel, of my YouTube channel. She came on my panel many times. Even outside of the internet, we communicated, right? She asked for my help, to deal with a copyright strike and all. You know what I'm saying? So, and then she turned against me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know who you are. So until now, to me, you are anonymous and unidentified. So please don't take any offense. I'm not attacking you or accusing you of anything. I just found it strange because it's not like 2 weeks ago that my son got back. But thank you for your concern. You know what I'm saying? No problem at all. And sometimes I may appear a bit rough, or but I'm very I'm a very cool person for real. But I'm dealing with Sanetta's agent. We had two of Sanetta affiliate who were there in the back chat, and all of a sudden I see somebody that I don't even know that's in the chat asking about my son like that. I'm sorry, I'm suspicious. So it's not against you, but it is what it is. Now, let's continue.
They tried to pull this same card on Uncle Suge. I did the research, did the investigation, found out they was full of shit, right? But they tried to make it seem like, oh, y'all don't never, when somebody in y'all own crew got.
Danny Williams wrote, she don't stand on us. She doesn't stand on anything.
Some questionable allegations. Y'all ignore the shit. Nah. Neo X stood on business, did the investigation, and then I defended Uncle Suge by letting them know, hey, y'all full of shit. This is not the same thing, apples and oranges. Uncle Suge was.
Oh, so now when it's Uncle Suge, right? It's not the same thing, apple or oranges. Uncle Suge, and it's public. Now, not only he sided with her and sent her money when she was labeling me gay, and I have never been gay in my life, right? And he went at me being xenophobic as well. But I made a live stream and I put Uncle Suge positivity. And I even sent him an email to let him know. But I've always stated it was a 3-year difference. And when I called Filthy Frankie to clown him, not privately, live on air, Filthy Frankie said, oh yeah, Uncle Suge go with a 13-year-old girl, something like that. He's always putting the age lower when he's addressing Uncle Suge. And I said, no, you're lying, show and prove or something to that effect, right? And he used that clip acting like, like I'm defending people I should not be defending. And that live stream that he deleted, but LeakYou, we are in her due time, played, you will hear he's going to talk about Uncle Suge and say that Uncle Suge got down with a 13-year-old girl. So that was a 3-year difference. With Uncle Suge, there were no charges. So therefore, there was no sentencing, right? With Elijah Muhammad, there were no charges and there were no sentencing, no condemnation. Elijah Muhammad was not found guilty. Uncle Suge was not found guilty. Now, there's a difference indeed, because Uncle Suge was lied to. The girl or the two girls lied about their age, right? But dang, Elijah Muhammad died in 1975, if I'm not mistaken. From 1975 until 2000, I think she came up with that video. It may have been last year. So until 2023, or if it was this year, 2024. Now all of a sudden, she want to act like Elijah Muhammad raped. What? Where does that come from? And for the record, it is a known fact that I have not been a defender of the NOI, the Nation of Islam, because the Nation of Islam teaches that Africans are living a jungle life. Farrakhan is on tape teaching that black people are marked and disfigured because we rebelled against God, and that's how we had our kinky hair. So I have for a long time not been in favor or in support of these teachings. But Elijah Muhammad raping, that's something new to me. I'm just saying. Malcolm X didn't say that. Is she gonna, how long will it take before she goes in on Malcolm X and say, well, Malcolm X didn't keep it real, he didn't say that, Elijah Muhammad, raped them. Is she gonna go there? I mean, let's continue.
was a teenager. Neil X is not stupid. She know the definition of a teenager. I know what.
Well, with Uncle Suge, they were teenagers. They lied. No charges. And hold on.
Not stupid. Not the same thing. Apples and oranges. Uncle Suge was a teenager. Neil X is not stupid. She know the definition of a teenager. I know what Uncle Suge said happened, right? He was not arrested, and I don't see a
Elijah Muhammad was not arrested.
problem with what happened between him and his baby mama. And clearly the state of Ohio didn't see the same problem.
Oh, now she's talking about the state of Ohio. As if in the state of, is it Illinois for Chicago? Now, Elijah Muhammad lived in many different places. But in all the states where Elijah Muhammad lived, did he have any legal issues, legal problems, or let's say charge that have to do with rape? Not to my knowledge. Now, if that exists, please let me know. Stacy, events were totally understandable. I am very suspicious of anonymous and unidentified people, but they are welcome to participate in the chat, or they can get on the panel, and this way they will no longer be anonymous and unidentified. That little dude that I call the B, right? Not because of where he is from, you know. Young Hero is from the Virgin Islands, you know, and I got love for my people everywhere. But that dude went on Filthy Frankie's panel and once again said that I don't like Black Americans. That's what he said. But for strange reason, he come here. Filthy Frankie is hurt. He's crying in the car. He's crying in his bedroom. He is crying in his living room. He is crying in his kitchen. He is crying when he goes buy some groceries. He ain't getting no money out of his videos. So he's hoping that he will be able to send people that will cause his ops to be demonetized. Believe it. Because see, Filthy Frankie knows that the majority of his ops, or a good part of his ops, are monetized. So tomorrow I can, you know, go live and say, F Sanada, he's demonetized, ha 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 ha. But you know, I don't have time for that. That stuff is down, right? And even before he got demonetized, people could see that I wasn't even addressing that dude no more, you know, because he was already a rap. That channel that he had came up with, the dumpster. Oh yeah, the dumpster. You know, he was like, yeah, I'll go in. I'm gonna go in. That's what it is for. He talked about the banner and all that. He removed all damn videos. And remember, even when he still had that panel, he had removed videos then. As a matter of fact, let's hear him.
Because I removed his videos, he think he won. I said, all right, you won.
Because I removed his videos. We won against the HOK, you know? So that dude, and that dude, he uses several usernames as well, you know? He's such a damn clown. Such a damn clown. That's just amazing. Now, Sanada said that black people ain't shh. Make that make sense, right? But that dude, anyway, F him.
Right, and I also broke it down by saying, depending on which state you are, some states do allow people who are teenagers under the age of 20 to have sexual contact with other teenagers, and they will.
So some states allow teenagers. I mean, she's just going all over the damn place. All over the damn place. Let's continue.
Not be charged as an adult. I already broke that video down. But when they was trying to accuse us of doing that,
was Elijah Muhammad charged?
Saying, hey, y'all don't have the same energy, y'all don't keep the same, y'all don't have smoke in y'all same community when it's y'all people getting exposed, but you want to keep coming for Sanetta, they low.
You want to keep coming for Sanetta. Isn't she her agent? Yes, we won. We won against the HOK. And remember when I was saying that we won against the HOK, what was Frankie saying?
Oh, we winning. We beat it. We winning the house of country. We beat them.
key right about the shit. Cause Shaka got exposed. Feel how they low key when it's y'all people getting exposed, but you want to keep coming for Sinetta. They low key right about the shit. Cause Shaka got exposed.
I got exposed for real?
Feel how you want to feel. He said what he fucking said. Again.
I said what I said. What's the stuff? My name is my name. Man, he said what he said. But the dude who has sex offender on his paperwork, she has no problem with that. The dude was found guilty of rape and involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, right? I don't see her going in on him. Strange. Noble Drew Ali. Let me share the video. Let me share the video. You're going to see the title. On my other channel, hold on. Oh, you know what? It's always better to go within the channel. Yeah. Oh, for real? Can I put Noble? Maybe I didn't put Noble, so I'm going to try Drew Ali. You know what's funny? If it was not today, then it was yesterday that I actually saw that video that I'm looking for right now. So if I go... It's not plugged in. Okay. Let me see. A few seconds. If Bennett isn't the place to be, hotel. No. True. And indeed, it says 12-year-old wife. You know? But when I do a search, 12-year-old wife. So maybe it was on my other channel. 12-year-old wife. There it is. There it is. Share it in the chat. 12-year-old wife. Oh, we don't hear 0x, do we? There it is in the chat. Boom. Look at this. 12-year-old wife of Noble Drew Ali posted by Tariq Nasheed. Even Tariq Nasheed posted about it. Let's see if 0x is going to be keeping it real.
Fuck what the videos that he made about me. Fuck our little back and forth and the beef and that we don't like each other. I'm familiar with that people always beefing with each other on the internet. But if I was very clear, hey, don't take my side. I ain't trying to get you in my beef. I don't need you to defend me or nothing. But sis, you don't have a problem with this? Why you shot him out and people jumping on each other platform?
You don't have a problem with him? Let me put the volume, the background music a little bit lower. Let's hear her. Who is she talking about?
You don't have a problem with this? Why you shot him out?
Shouting him out, right? She has a problem with that. And we know who gave me shout outs.
And people jumping on each other platform?
People jumping on each other platform. I was on Queenstone platform today. And 0x ain't sleeping now.
What he said is questionable, and what he do is despicable with the editing videos, making it seem like that's why a lot. I'm telling you, I used to talk to somebody who heavily supports Sonetta, and he kept on saying,
She used to talk with somebody that heavily supports Sanetta. Who is it? You? Like she used to talk to herself. Some of you have not seen her speaking in tongue. Now listen to her. Listen to her now.
man, I can't watch that man's show because he keep editing the video. He keep misrepresenting what Sonetta saying.
I keep misrepresenting what Sanetta is saying. Now, if she ain't Sanetta's number one agent, what is she? Oh my goodness. Son of Thunder wrote, why is she tripping of that so hard? My goodness. V Bennett wrote, she's Sanetta's puppet. Oh, V Bennett, you know what? You know how she gets down. How she gonna make all the polls. She gonna go, you know, make like 5 live streams about you, about just because of that sentence. She ain't gonna sleep for 3-4 weeks now.
And I was like, when I went back and looked at some of the shit, I was okay, yeah, he was fucking with the video, right?
And she went and looked and she was like, yeah, I was effing with the video. So she's claiming that I misrepresented what Filthy Frankie said. Never once Sanetta showed something that I have played to show, look, he misrepresented me. He never done that once. Sanetta never showed me once lying about him. Now, Trust and Believe the Gospel wrote, she's a woman that's pushing 40 with a junior high school mind frame. I think that a lot of people who are in junior high school make more sense than her. You know, I don't even think it's about the academic level. You know, she is being fake over a personal issue she has with me, right? She's, you know, riding that wave. You know what I'm saying? For her, the advocacy is a bandwagon, you know? I mean, she is once again defending Sanetta publicly. Once again. Makes the guy that insulted her mother, her father, her brother, and of course her by many terms, including different homophobic terms, but yet she is going live today. Let me see if she's still alive now. Because it's not old news. When I started, she was live still. She finished her live stream. She finished it like 14 minutes ago. So she's probably in the chat right now with Texas Bama. Yo, what was the nickname of Texas Bama? There was a funny nickname that somebody came up with, but I forgot. Wasn't it Bama Drama? I forgot what it was. Now, V Bennett will try elementary school. LOL. What's Rolades? V Bennett will go and was it Flying Bama? Oh, I thought it was okay. Bama Drama. It's Flying Bama. Donnie's the one who made it up. Flying Bama. Flying Bama. Where you at? Your team man looking strong now. Guess Hammurabi had to change username. Anyway, let's continue.
Until I was okay, well, Sonetta still said this though, so it doesn't mean I'm gonna go start fucking with Sonetta again. But like I said, fuck the bullshit between me and him, the personal beef. For y'all to keep sit up here and try to dismiss that shit and ignore what the fuck it was the first.
See, so y'all, it's plural when you say y'all. We know who she's talking about.
Y'all to keep sit up here and try to dismiss that shit.
Or y'all, you know, keep sitting there and dismiss that stuff.
And ignore what the fuck. It was the first thing I played in the video. It was the first thing I played.
So she thought that because she played something that Frankie played already, that she also played, I don't know how long ago, that people are going to be like, oh man, look at this discovery. Was there a charge? Like, are you kidding me? But that's the same lady who's cool with the Huckabee, and he has sex offender on his paperwork. She's not. She has so much hate she does not even realize that she's making a fool of herself. And she thought that by playing this in her video, she would have had some backup. Besides flying Bama, she doesn't have much backup.
I didn't. The first thing I played was not him lying on me and doing shit. The first evidence I brought.
Lying on her. So I lied on her for real. So I lied on Sanetta. I lied on her. Dang.
That's the prove this nigga's not like us. It's him saying that shit. Hell, Malcolm X thought it was a problem, but y'all don't think it's.
Malcolm X never said that there was any rape. He never said that. The problem that Malcolm X had was fornication, because in the nation of Islam, they're not supposed to have sexual relations if they are not married. And of course, adultery is not something that they allow, right? And what's amazing is that Farrakhan, 28 years later, had people clapping for this woman and say, those were the wives, give this woman their dues. But Isaiah Kareem, minister of the Nation of Islam in Muhammad Speaks, labeled them or some of them prostitutes. I've shown that already. But you know what? Hey, I have time now. Exhibit A, like Donnie Williams like to say. Exhibit A. Boom. Trust and believe the gospel wrote she didn't get enough hugs growing up. Look at Exhibit A in the chat. It's an article dealing with the Nation of Islam teaching, right? I mean, I could read this, but she will say he's not like us, In the Theology of Time, we have the audio on YouTube. You don't need to go far, so you can hear his voice. But in the book, it's page 92. You will never be able to convert me, no, because you should first do like the preacher in the jungle of Africa and Australia and other far-off Pacific islands preach to the savage to hide his nakedness. This is the first preaching we give to a savage, to cover your nakedness. We don't consider Africa's people of the jungles anything for us to follow or be taught by. If you're not civilized, you can't lead a civilized person. Page 92, 93 of the same book / lecture. If you tell me to go to Africa, I will go there, but don't tell me to go there to be civilized. I'm already civilized and I'm ready to civilize Africa. But if you go down the page, boom, Muhammad Speaks, September 11. It's a very significant date now, but that was 1964. The year prior to Malcolm X's assassination, and really just a few months before, because we know Malcolm X passing was in February. But anyway, September 11, 1964, Minister Isaiah Kareem, right? Here he is. See? Minister Isaiah Kareem. And I was so honored when on one of Omar Shabaz's video, he used that screen capture and my website is visible. I was so honored. Omar Shabazz, you can check his YouTube channel. Let me share it. There it is. Boom, you have it in the chat. Omar Shabazz. In the meantime, Andrea Burnett is letting me know what Rolaids means. It's an anti-seed taken for heartburn, acid indigestion, and an upset stomach. Oh, thank you. I had no idea at all what it was. So look at this minister of the Nation of Islam. Let's see what he wrote in their official newspaper before final call. It was Muhammad Speaks, right? Oh, he's from Be More. Now, Minister Isaiah Kareem. Here, some of these hypocrites accuse him of embezzlement, which is a lie, and the one who told it doesn't believe it. On the contrary, Messenger Muhammad gives his followers far more than they give him, and this has been true ever since I have known him. And those two prostitutes who accused the messenger of getting babies should hang their heads in shame for the rest of their lives for putting out such lies on the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. They were called prostitutes on the official newspaper of the Nation of Islam. And 28 years later, Farrakhan has that lecture. Malcolm X, 28 years later, what happened? You know? And those women are on the stage. You know, he calls a woman to go on the stage. Those are the wife. Give those women their dues. So they were prostitutes. They were labeled prostitutes, right? And 28 years later, abracadabra, they became wives. They went from prostitutes to wives. See, today they say don't turn a hoe into a housewife. But back then, they were able to turn prostitutes into wives. A hoe is not even necessarily a prostitute. A hoe is a chick that, you know, gives it up easy here and there. Prostitute is a job. It means it's not regular. But anyway.
It's a problem because you're friends with them, or you taking some type of allyship to build your numbers to go up against Sinetta. I think Neo X already proved you don't need a fucking army to take Sinetta down.
No.
Because you're friends with them, or X thought it was a problem, but y'all don't think it's a problem? Because you're
y'all, that's plural. Y'all don't think it's a problem?
Friends with them?
Because y'all friends with him?
You taking some type of allyship to build your...
Or you're taking some type of allyship to build what?
Numbers to go up against Sinetta?
Numbers to go up against Sinetta. Make that make sense. Isn't she one of the greatest soldier that Sinetta had? Now she's flipping the script now. Oh, you guys, you know, doing some allyship to go against Sinetta. Some people say the enemy of my enemy is my friend, but that chick here, she claims to be against rapists and child molesters, and one guy that has sex offender on his paperwork, and he showed it himself publicly live on the air. Another one who has guilty for rape and guilty for involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, right? And he's been to prison for that. She has no smoke for them. She doesn't keep that same energy for them. Make that make sense?
I think Neo X already proved you don't need a fucking army to take Sinetta down.
So she claims that she proved you don't need an army to take Sinetta down. So basically, she sounds like she's taking credit for Sinetta being down, and we know she was on the phone with a homie. You notice she's not talking about that lawsuit anymore, is she? She had a, you know, it took her months, you know, to feel that lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, because, you know, she says, you know, he not like us. So I don't know how it works in America. You know, in America, when you file a lawsuit, when you're suing somebody, it takes months. You know, it takes months. It takes 3 months to write the lawsuit, 3 months to travel to the lawyer's office, and 3 months for the lawyer to go to the court. You know what I'm saying, or send it to the court by mail. You know what I'm saying? You know. So after 9 months, then you can say, okay, I filed the lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? But no, she ain't talking about lawsuit no more.
I think I proved that by telling y'all go for his monetization. He's breaking the rules. Somebody report him.
Somebody report it. Somebody report it. Well, you don't do it, but you tell people to do it. But she reported my channel. She filed copyright claims against me. Make that make sense? The same one who claims that she was going against Sinetta. I was one of Saneta's biggest up, right? We have him on tape begging people to flag me. What did she do? She went and filed copyright claims against me. But Saneta, who insulted her, her mother, her father, her brother, she said, I wanted to give him grace. Make that make sense. B. Bennett wrote, ain't no lawsuit. Never was none. LOL.
You just need get enough people to get YouTube's attention.
You just need enough people to go.
And y'all can take him down. Here's the problematic shit. Here's the video. Here's the clip. Do your thing. You don't need numbers. And then y'all wonder when I did my video trying to walk away and you cut ties and stay out of this drama shit. Y'all wondering why I continually question people's motives. Because the way
she continually questioned people's motive. When you say people, it's not one person.
Y'all fucking move is suspect as fuck.
Y'all, plural, move suspect as F.
Allyship. I don't have to be friends with the devil, a demon, to take down the devil. I don't have to do that. I can say, fuck him, he's a demon. Fuck him, he's a devil. This nigga support child rape. This nigga think a girl can't be raped.
So why was she on the phone with the homie? And she's lucky I didn't find the video now. I probably have it in one of my clips. But we remember how she called him, how she labeled him.
If she consent. Do you kind of understand? So no, it wasn't a rookie. But I understand why you made.
Marcus wrote, or Son of Thunder wrote, so she thinks she did everything about herself. What? What she did was being on the phone with the homie.
That comment because I got.
As a matter of fact, I've shared the link in the chat. She went on Poom Poom Smash Walk with a panel. And Chris Harris was there too. I don't remember if when she got there on that panel, Chris was there, but Chris was on that stream too. But I've shared the link. And she said that her and Sanetta have no issues, they talk. When I confronted her on Queenstone panel and asked her, didn't you say that, you have no problem with Sanetta, She said, oh no, I don't think I said that. I think Now, the stream that I shared, and I played some of it recently, when Wolf Napasha that was on her panel, while she was allegedly going against Sanetta, his wife, Wi-Fi wife, was on her panel, and she called me a sexual abuser. Everybody can hear to ask her, didn't you hear me calling me a sexual abuser? And she's like, oh, I don't think so. Oh, I heard she said it. She's so damn fake. I'm telling you, this is amazing. I've rarely seen somebody so fake.
Idea the way it probably was communicated to you that's what it all was, and it's not. And I put that on.
And as a matter of fact, that same stream, I talked about Sanetta, accusing me of feeling my daughter, and she said, "Oh, I forgot." I said, "I showed it to you yesterday," and then she said, "Oh yeah, I forgot that quick."
On everything, I was exposing the shit he said, the questionable shit he said, and then after that, I spoke.
Being on the phone with a dude on the low, that's not exposing him. That's allyship. The same thing she's accusing people of doing, she did it.
Was his sick behavior and how he continually attacked me and lying. That's simple. That's it, and that's fucking all. But I don't get it. Allyship is more important. Numbers are more important. I really feel like a lot of people did not report Sanetta's page or do all the shit they should have did to get him down a long time ago.
So she was on the phone with Filthy Frankie Sanetta, but she's saying that people did not flag him enough. Make that make sense. Make that make sense.
Because they want the clicks and they want the views.
Who's they? They want the clicks. They want the views.
right? That's low key how I feel. Even though I said it before, so it's not low key. I really feel like to some of y'all, this shit is a competition.
To some of y'all, that's plural. This is some competition. Interesting.
For numbers, popularity.
For numbers, popularity.
No, this is real life for Neo. Neo was raped at 4 years old.
Now, I feel bad for anybody that was raped, sexually abused, and all that. But being a victim, or as some people say, survivor, doesn't mean being an advocate. All right? And if somebody went through some stuff, because some people went through sexual abuse, some people went through other kind of abuse, false accusation, they were attacked physically, verbally, and all that. No. But whatever you go through in your life does not give you a pass when you are being fake. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine you are basically in an army and you're gonna have one of your fellow soldier that's gonna be on the phone with the ops and then gonna be like, oh, but this or that happened to me back then. Or you're gonna be, oh yeah, okay, well, okay, we give it a pass. You're gonna be in an army and some of your comrades are going to fight against you, but then gonna be like, oh yeah, I went through stuff. This lady went against Sanetta's ops. Son of Thunder wrote, now V. Bennett wrote, she forgot an entire year. Yes. And he added typical gaslighting. Son of Thunder wrote, she talking about herself. She think it competition. And that's a lie. I flag Sanetta every day. V. Bennett wrote, she keeps telling the same story. She wears that abuse like a badge of honor.
Right.
And Sanetta said he doesn't believe that she got abused. But here she is right now going once again at Sanetta's up. And she had the nerve to say that I am misrepresenting what Sanetta said in my clips. Make that make sense?
Neo never got justice. So the little bit of difference I can make in the world, I try to do my best. I try to do what I can. That's why I can keep the same fucking energy. Again.
See if that can keep that same energy for Tahaka Bay and Mighty Hebrew. For example.
Fuck what Shaka said about me. There's plenty of other people who made videos about Neo. And Neo did not say anything to LeakYou about those people. Because it wasn't about my beef with Shaka and Dooku. It was about the hypocrisy.
The hypocrisy. Make that make sense. The lady was on the phone with our ups. With our up. She was on the phone with Sanetta. All that time we were banging on Sanetta. And she talks about hypocrisy. Danny Williams wrote, yeah, she keeps saying y'all and they.
Now, I don't know what was said on somebody else's channel, but I heard that he was on somebody else's platform, and I just said, well.
She heard I was on somebody. I was on Queenstone panel today. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I didn't go on nobody else's platform today.
I'm not even surprised. It's kind of weird.
She's not even surprised. What does she mean there? So after she said all that we heard, talking about competition, talking about y'all, talking about they, talking about hypocrisy, right? Hold on. So like when he does that. There it is.
On somebody else's channel, but now I don't know what was said on somebody else's channel, but I heard that he was on somebody else's platform, and I just said, well, I'm not even surprised. It's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird, but when she was on the phone with Frankie, it wasn't kind of weird. I'm glad people are making peace where they can. Oh yes. Oh yes.
He made fun of Sanetta and his crew, how Sanetta will let Inky back on his platform and
He made fun of Sanetta and his crew. I mean, dang. What more do you need?
Judah Nass and Vortex. I mean, people who wished death on this nigga, who said they would rape his daughter and bury her in the ditch. And I mean, people said, when I say people don't say some fucked up shit about Sanetta in Nepal.
I'll be back right now. I'll be back. My goodness. Now, Dev Chef is in place to be. I will drop the link after. I really want to finish with that. It ain't gonna be too long, you know what? If I could just show you that clip. Best that people hear it. I could tell you what she said, but it's best for you to hear it directly from her mouth. Dang. Now, I'm gonna keep up with the comments, Now, V. Bennett wrote they done said some messed up stuff about her. I mean, make that make sense. Let's hear it again.
Who said they would rape his daughter and bury her in the ditch. And I mean, people said, when I say people don't say some fucked up shit about Sanetta in Nepal, only for Sanetta to let them back on the platform and people looking like, damn, y'all.
You see, she wants to get back on that platform. She's talking about Judah Nasra We have him on tape. He wished death on Sanada, and he wished that Sanada's, family member gets raped, right? I even confronted him about that, and he apologized. But he's back over there. She wished she could be back over there. She probably asked him, but you know what her problem is? Nepal won't let that happen. Now, V. Bennett wrote, this is amazing to listen to. Dev Chef wrote, man, you told me all these too. And then he wrote, hella disappointed. Hella disappointed. Let's continue.
Cool again after all that? People, even when people was lying on that man sometimes.
Y'all cool again? After all that? Y'all cool after all that?
Y'all cool again after all that?
See, she just wants to be back over there. Son of Thunder wrote facts.
People, even when people was lying on that man sometimes, even though he lied too, but ain't nobody feel sorry for him. Even though he lies on people too. People side out and like, he back on there? But only for y'all to turn around.
He back on there, but I ain't back on there.
And kind of low-key do the same thing. Shaka called himself coming for Queen Throne. But if they made up, they made up. But that doesn't change how the fuck I feel.
See? She's like, oh, LeakYou, F that beef between Shaka and now here she's like, that doesn't change how the F I feel. It's about herself. It's about herself.
I don't like his ass no more. It's simply because I realized he was lying on me.
Oh, okay. And so first it's about the advocacy. Now she's accusing me of lying on her, but she ain't showing me lying on her. Make that make sense. I showed her lying so many damn times without trying. Son of Thunder wrote selfish. Yeah, she is selfish indeed.
Then I realized he was a fucking fraud, and then I exposed him.
So basically, I'm a liar and I'm a fraud. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. But she is the one who was on the phone with Sanetta while we're all going against Sanetta. Make that make sense.
If she want to be cool with him again, that's him. But
oh, we know who she's talking about now. If she want to be cool with him again, that's cool, right? And look at the video title that I uploaded just today after I got on a Queen's Throne channel. Look at this. Queen's Throne and I are cool again. So now she's like, if she want to be cool with him again, yeah, that's cool. Oh my goodness. Female wrote Zero cracked the case of Shaka Nugu Kemet. Yeah, she cracked the case, you know. Son of Thunder wrote, she hates Shaka more than Sanada do.
What I was doing was not trying to involve nobody in my beat. I never asked her or who else made.
Oh yeah, she tried to involve people in her beef. Yes. Because we were cool. She was a paid member of my channel. She invited Sanada after she called him sick for speaking sexually about my daughter. She invited him on her panel. She did not let me confront him, even though she told me she would let me confront him. And he insulted me, my mother, and my daughter, right? Then she got on Queen's Throne to say that I wasn't patient enough for her. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. B. Bennett wrote, Shaka, the reason why she has so many problems in her life, it's all your fault. My goodness.
The video. Young Heru. I never asked anyone to defend my name. They did it on their own. Hell, Neil X would do something like that. I don't have to be.
So Young Heru defended Zero X name? You still here, Young Heru? Right now, she's using other people for her own personal cause. She's using their name at least.
Your friend or your ally, they'll recognize that someone is lying on you. If I'm watching a story and I see two people I don't know at all. Don't have no time.
Donnie Williams wrote, "That's the root because you were on QT channel, LOL. QT is Queen's Throne. Or she, Zero X ain't gonna sleep well for a week or two." And you can tell that she really forced herself not to go in as much as she really wanted to. She's trying to control herself, but she couldn't help. And she didn't even wait long. She did not even wait long. She had a scheduled live stream, right? And that was pushed to the side, and she prepared that other one, you know?
Type of relationship with or friendship with, if I'm looking at a story and one person proves that the other person did them wrong and was lying on them, I don't have a problem saying, well, it's clearly,
You see, did them wrong, lying on them. But first she was like, F that situation between Shaka and I. Son of Thunder Road, you see that, Shaka?
that person is a liar. And guess what? Because I have principles and I have morals and I live by
Principle and morals? If she had principles and morals, she would have told us while we're all going against the HOK that she was on the phone with the dude, with 50 Frankie. She would have told us, but she didn't tell us.
the philosophy of integrity. Even if one of those people was my fucking friend. Hey friend, I love you, but that ain't right what you doing. You're lying on old girl or old boy. That ain't right. Cut that out. What you doing? Come on now, you better than this. I can still be loyal to you and still correct you. I expect my friends to do the same thing. I get the
She expects her friends to do the same thing. What loyalty when you're on the phone with Filthy Frankie Sarnetta while we're all banging on him?
phone calls. That's how I know sometimes when I jump online, I be doing too much. My girl let me know I'm doing.
She knows she be doing too much online. And her girl be telling her, but she doesn't say the name of her girl. She has so few peeps by her side, that's why it's best for her not to say their names. You know? But we know two of them names. Flying Bama and Curse of Hammurabi, and Curse of Hammurabi changed her username.
Too much, but she even agreed when I spoke to her today. I said, "Baby, they ain't keeping the same energy for Shaka, but they sure trying."
So I don't know if she's talking about her girlfriend, but she told somebody they ain't keeping the same energy for Shaka. Who is she talking about when she says they?
To dismiss what I said about him as a fucking beef. I was not making that video to start no mess, to be messy. I was doing what I've been doing since the 7 years I've been on YouTube. Advocacy, spreading.
Oh, for real? You know, I mean, time she said she was talking about, you know, some song, and her video had so many views. Now, I've shown you the video games, 4 hours, 5 hours long. Was that advocacy? Was that advocacy? Son of Thunder Road is basically answering my question when I say we know who's talking about, you know. He wrote Us and Queen.
Awareness. I had no idea what Hassan Campbell had said until someone brought it to my attention. Boom. Here's the video. This is how I feel about it. It ain't no different because of Shaka. He don't get no pass because he's friends again with Queen Thorne. Let me start saying friends because I don't.
My goodness. Shaka ain't getting no pass because he's friend again with Queen's Throne. So I went on Queen's Throne panel, right? And she's saying I'm not getting any pass because I'm friends with her. She was on the phone with Filthy Frankie, right? I mean, dang.
Don't know they friends just because they cordial with each other again. He don't get no pass, and I'm supposed to just ignore it. No, that's not how that works. He was wrong then. He's wrong now. I don't care who's backing him.
He was wrong then. He's wrong now. and she doesn't care who's backing me. So first is F the beef between Shaka and I. It's about the advocacy, but now she just said he was wrong then. So before the Elijah Muhammad situation, I was wrong anyway. And that Elijah Muhammad situation is not my situation. Malcolm has even talk about rape. I never even heard any allegation or accusation of rape regarding Elijah Muhammad until that guy called on my panel and mentioned it, and I answered. And for those who wonder, with Queen's Throne, we talk about this, So I share the link to her stream. You can go there. You know what I'm saying? 0x is using the advocacy in order to fulfill a personal vendetta against me. And that's fine. And in the process, she's questioning Queen's Throne and LeakYou. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. But when she was on the phone with Sanetta, she did not question herself. When she filed copyright claims against me, she did not question herself. When she called V. Bennett and I gay, and we are both heterosexual, we don't live in the same country, and we never met in our lives, she did not question herself. She's not saying, oh, I lied, because she lied, it was a lie. I mean, dang. And that's not hypocrisy. She called us gay. She lied publicly many times on a consistent basis. And Flying Bomber, Texas Bomber, had no problem with that. Curse of Hammurabi had no problem with that. Angelica or Angie Diallo had no problem with that. We don't hear about her, do we? There's so many other people I could name. They had no problem with that.
But I'm just calling out, again, the hypocrisy. If you have the same...
She's calling out the hypocrisy. Okay.
Smoke and energy for Sanetta's crew, why can't we have the same smoke when it's somebody in our own shit?
Who is she talking about then? She's calling out the hypocrisy. If people have the energy for Sanetta, and why can't we have the same energy for Shaka? Who is she talking about? We know who she's talking about.
In our own circle. Who said we have to be loyal to that nigga?
In our own circle. When she was on the phone with Sanetta, it was our own circle, wasn't it? I mean, listen to this chick.
In our own circle. Who said we have to be loyal to that nigga?
She was loyal to Filthy Frankie. Son of Thunder wrote Hammurabi, that my girl, though, she will find out. Hey, you're free to be down with whoever you want to, right? Now, Son of Thunder, you, just out of curiosity, you didn't know that she called V. Bennett and I gays? She even made a poll asking who's taking it up the the most. Did you know that? V. Bennett wrote, what's wrong with her? Why is she taking this so personal? Because I showed that she lied. I proved that she lied. Using what? Her own words.
Keeping it real. But I'm telling you, I broke that shit down to one of my friends, and they just told me to, you know what? Be careful. Because it's not a beef, and I'm not a rookie. And
after she said all that, she says it's not a beef. And then she claims she's not a rookie. She's worse than a rookie. Because after Sanetta disrespected her, she got back over there. And he kicked her to the curb. Son of Thunder wrote, right. Why is she taking things personal? And you can see, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, some people, if they are in a position of power or influence, it's a wrap. Because the minute they're going to come across some personal thing, all the endeavor is going to be over their personal issue, and they will use any resources available to them. Hey, LeakYou. LeakYou.com. Let me check that it's really her, because nowadays some people, so I'm just going to confirm that it is her. One moment. Everybody knows that it is indeed her. So how come I don't see it here? It may be on the other channel then. Oh, I don't even see it here. Oh, there it is. Okay, yes. So go to, oh yeah, I need to log in from my other account. Go to channel, and indeed I can confirm it is her. It is the real LeakYou. So what did she write? Hey Shaka, she salutes in the mods, or greeting the mods in the chat. She wrote, listening in, I am absolutely staying out of these personal beefs, period. If she feel I'm a hypocrite, so be it. That reminds me, Andrea Burnett. To Andrea Burnett, she said, if you feel I'm like this, I'm that, and she had some other verbs, some other words I forgot. You know what I'm saying? I'm that and even more, or something to that effect. You know what I'm saying? Andrea Burnett's like that. If you feel like that about me, if you feel like that about me, I'm sorry. If you feel like that about me, then that's what I am. That's what I am. There it is. Keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? So there's another thing I was about to say, but I forgot. So let's continue.
My content is not. I don't build my content off of beef. I promise you, sis. There are so many guys who make, and I haven't even responded to them. And I did a video called Neo X versus the unrighteous. I literally proved in my video that every last person who got a beef with Neo or have an issue with Neo, I proved that every last one of them started that shit with me. Versus they was being.
Check this out. Everybody that had a problem with her started with her. At one point, she had a problem with Queenstone, so Queenstone started. I mean, all the people that she named, all the people that she went against. I mean, she's basically the ultimate victim. She ain't never did nothing wrong.
Being loyal to a friend, they had a problem with me being homosexual. They had an issue with me leaving the Hebrew Israelite faith, or they have a problem.
Oh, for the record, I think I played her saying, accusing V Better Than I of having an issue with her sexuality. I think I played her saying that, and everybody know, and I can speak for myself, but I don't recall V Bennett saying anything negative about her sexual orientation, and people know very well I don't recall, I don't remember saying anything negative about her sexual orientation. But anyway, let's continue. It's going to be finished soon, and I'm going to get some callers if people want to get on the panel.
Keeping it real, because it was like with Sinetta's crew, because I went fall in line. That's literally what started our whole shit. They couldn't control me.
See, Sinetta's crew, right? See, she was happy when she was down with Frankie. I started my website in 2004. I didn't know Filthy Frankie. I made videos. I didn't know Filthy Frankie. I had content. I didn't know Filthy Frankie. See, for her and Chris Snakes, aka Chris MVP Harris, and many other people, Filthy Frankie Sinetta was a come up. It wasn't for me. It wasn't a come up for me. I've been there for so long. Way before I got on Filthy Frankie panel, upon his invitation, for the record, I already had a PhD that ran from me, Dr. Wesley Muhammad. After he publicly challenged me to a debate, I accepted. So I'm not saying this to brag, but I'm just saying, for her and many other people, going on Filthy Frankie panel was a come up. It wasn't the case for me.
I literally proved that. So it ain't no beef. It's not that serious. It really ain't. But again,
it's not that serious. It's not that serious. She couldn't even wait. How many other live streams did she do? If it's not that serious, why did she make copyright claims against me?
Again, I was exposing he's not like us. Not that he don't like me and I don't like him. That was not the message. Not a rookie. I've been along way longer than 1 to 3 years. My platform was bigger. My platform was actually built on Facebook. But when I walked away from that Israelite shit, I don't really, do much over there anyway. Now my Facebook is more for just personal shit. But this ain't nothing new. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. Before I met Sonetta, I proved that I made videos calling out purrs. Way before I knew that nigga pissed on this earth, Neo X already proved that. I proved my advocacy. I proved the shit that I do behind the scenes and the shit that I'm involved in now. I proved that I'm affiliated with a group called Truckers Against Trafficking. I even based.
So now she's affiliated with it. She's not a member of it. She's affiliated with it. I think she showed her card once. She was on the phone with Filthy Frankie. Filthy Frankie has been inviting rapists and child molesters on this panel for a long time. And we were all going against Filthy Frankie, and she was on the phone with a homie, and now she's trying to act like she was into advocacy. And not only she was on the phone privately with the homie, Filthy Frankie Sanetta, she invited him, or she allowed him on her panel, and she stopped us from getting on this panel. And that make sense. She used to come on our panels, mainly mine. If I'm not mistaken, I think she also went on Vibenet's panel, but what's for sure is that she went on my panel. She was a paid supporter, a paid member, right? So we'll have dialogue and discussion, and we're going against Filthy Frankie in his panel. And then when Filthy Frankie was on her panel, she stopped me from confronting the homie, even though she told me she would let me confront him. And then she blamed me for not being patient enough, but she's on tape saying that she was not going to let me, quote unquote, argue with the homie. Make that make sense? A betrayal live on air. A betrayal live on air. That's what she did. And then she blamed me for it. No one tried to control her, shaking my head. People tried to pull her coat, but she didn't listen.
My career, right? I even base my career onto helping people and being the eyes and the eyes and the ears out there in the street to help women and kids and anyone who's forced into sex trafficking.
What? I mean, I think she's reaching right now. She's driving for a living. What does it have to do with keeping her eye for the keys and all that? She was on the phone with Filthy Frankie.
Because I care about people. I don't care about no fucking YouTube views. I don't care about no fucking YouTube friendships. Okay? Either you rock with me or you don't.
You rock with her or you don't. She doesn't care about YouTube friendships. We know what she's talking about. We heard her earlier.
Which I'm going to go ahead and segue into my next part of my video. I'm going to go through these comments and see what some people have been saying. But I'm going to segue into the second part. But I just want to make sure that clear. My intentions is clear and it's true. I don't give a fuck about none of this. It ain't no competition. I ain't trying to compete with nobody. I don't care nothing about that. I care about people's lives. I care about people's kids. I care about keeping people safe. And I feel like sometimes my message do get lost in the sauce just because the type of people I'll be affiliating with myself with. That's it. I wish I never met Shaka. Because the shit got worse between me and Sonetta when I clicked his link.
If I cited her, quoted her, I think at this point, some people would not have believed me. Because sometimes I quote people, I cite people, sometimes I don't play them. Sometimes I take notes and I read it. Now, let's hear that again.
Just because the type of people I'll be affiliating with myself with. That's it. I wish I never met Shaka.
She wish she never met me. Make that make sense. She ain't saying she wish she never met Sanetta though.
Because the shit got worse between me and Sarnetta when I clicked his link.
Because it got worse between her and Sanetta when she clicked my link. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. And she was so close to be cool with Frankie again. As a matter of fact, she was cool with Frankie because not only she was speaking on the phone with him, but he was in her chat and she was playing his videos to go against me. But then I played the clip when she called Sanetta the R word. Then Sanetta went in on her. That's when she filed the copyright claims against me. So she was that close to being cool with Frankie again. And that was messed up. But she ain't gonna say she's mad because of that. She's revealing it right now. But she's claiming that she's addressing me because of the advocacy.
That's when it got worse. But it's all good. I ain't gonna lose no sleep because Shaka's a demon. So
now I'm a demon. I mean, dang. Tahaka Bay has sex offender. He's not a demon. Mighty Hebrew was found guilty of rape, but he's not a demon. But Shaka Ndugu Kemet is a demon. Make that make sense.
Netta was able to call out a person who he knew he had a lot in common with. They're one and the same. I proved that numerous times.
So now, Sanetta and I, we are one and the same. Make that make sense. Sanetta insulted her mother, her father, her brother.
But what Neo S is not going to stand on, we're not going to stand on hypocrisy. We're not going to stand on phoniness. We're not going to stand on no fake shit. We're going to keep it real.
Hypocrisy. Fake shit. Oh, she's going to keep it real. All right.
And if I lose support over that, so fucking be it.
So be it. If she loses support, she's making it clear now.
I don't care about your judgment. I care about the creator above judgment. I care about my ancestors' judgment. I care about my nieces and nephews and people who I'm a role model to, people who email me and let me know how my videos make them feel and how I help them talk to their kids about their own molestation and rape. That's what I care about. Give a fuck about no YouTube friendship. But I'm going to keep it fucking real. You have smoke for Sarnetta and his crew. You should have smoke for Shaka and Dooku.
Who is she talking about? Who is she talking to right now? You had smoke for Sarnetta and his crew. You should have smoke for Shaka and Dooku. Dang. If she ain't Sarnetta's agent, then what is she? She sounds to me like the national representative of Sarnetta.
Keep the same energy. Unless y'all on some bullshit.
Unless y'all, that's plural, on some bush. Okay.
And shout out, and not name dropping, but I meant to say this before. But shout out to Uncle Suge, who literally said in the chat, hey, I wish I would have known he said that when he was throwing shots at me. There's
Uncle Suge, if you want that smoke, be my guest, homie. Be my guest, homie. You know, I'm not looking for no drama. Uncle Suge and I, we've been cool. I invited him. I got in contact with him. He came on my panel. I had a nice interview. Everything was all good until he gave her money while she was going against me and V. Bennett calling us gay and act like it's nothing. Just like when she had signed it on her panel and insulting me and my mother and my child, he acted like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. Then Uncle Suge got xenophobic. He's on tape. Used profanity towards me and V. Bennett. Make that make sense. He apologized to Sanetta's wife, Cynthia, if I'm not mistaken, and he apologized to Napa. Then Sanetta banged at Uncle Suge's son. Then Uncle Suge went in on Sanetta's wife, Cynthia, and he went in on Napa. He played himself. Fine. All right. Now, this comment that she's talking about, you have to take cautious of what she says, right? I didn't see it, you know. But Uncle Suge knows what's up. Uncle Suge knows what's up. He knows what's up. Because I'm a truthful person. You know? I ain't never lied on Uncle Suge. And even as Uncle Suge and I, we were not on best terms. When it comes to the accusation against him, I remain straight. And I'm actually on tape with Filthy Frankie when he made that false accusation talking about 13-year-old girl, right? So even if it's somebody that I'm not cool with, I'm remaining truthful. Son of Thunder wrote, "What you do to her, Shaka?" Donnie Williams wrote, "She's really in her feelings." Oh yes, she's definitely in her feelings. It's real personal for her.
Plenty of people who don't recognize that this nigga said some questionable shit. And the proof is in the pudding. I did the video, his views went down. Because Sonetta played my video and Shaka, all them views he was getting, they went down.
I'm so glad she said that. Let me show you something, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who have a YouTube channel, that's a YouTube studio, right? What does it say here? Now, first of all, I made that video today. So you know that's recent. That one. Queen's Throne and I could again. I made it today. Now, what does it say here? New achievement, 5 million views. More of your videos are being looked at more often. 5 million views. Now, when I went on my channel, it's not even updated yet. Now here, what does it say? 22,280 subscribers. How many subscribers did I gain in the last 28 days? 814. 800 subscribers. Now look at the views the last 28 days. 785.7K. 785,000 views in the last 28 days. So the views didn't go down, they actually went up. The subscribers went up. Oh my goodness.
So yes, Shaka and Dooku, Neil X took you down. Not your channel, but your credibility. Your credibility. Neil X took it down. Neil X shut Sonetta, the monetization, and a few others. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all shut it down.
She just said that she took Sonetta's monetization down. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Did she take it down when she was on the phone with him? Did she take it down when she was on the phone with his wife, Natasha Da?
So that's how we roll, and that's how you stand on business. Integrity. For real. That's how you stand on business. So
that's how you stand on business. Not, and you know who says, you know, standing on business. No, I don't need to say names.
All right, let me see, and then I'm gonna talk to you about
She's Sonetta's agent, as usual, going at Sonetta's ops.
this little Jesus thing that happened.
Let me fast forward.
Okay, you said Vic.
She wants to go on
That's
to other
okay.
topic.
My advice, you need to just let people
say a
find out
sentence.
their own. Neil, you're new to that lady. She knew. No, yeah, that's what I said. That's what I agree with because I spoke to someone. That's why I said this ain't. Don't misconstrue my passion to make it seem like I'm attacking her. I don't have no problem. I don't even know her. She don't know me. I just want to let her know. I can tell by the way it was communicated to her that whoever it was tried to chuck it off to, oh, them two are beefing. But my question would be to the both of them: do you have a problem with what he said or not?
A question is to the both of them. Who's the both of them?
Because what he said was problematic. That's the problem.
But Tahaka Bay with sex offender on his paperwork, that's not problematic. Mighty Hebrew found guilty and went to prison for rape, that's not problematic, right? She ain't going in the way she's going in talking about me though, about them. But she's an advocate. Make that make sense? Fail.
If we gonna stand on business, let's stand on business and cash them checks. Let's not turn a blind eye, or let's not turn into Stevie Wonder because it's somebody who we affiliated with. Fuck that.
Let's not turn into Stevie Wonder, man.
But nah, this ain't no energy. I wish her the best. Ain't nobody hating on her. She doing good work. It ain't even like that. It's just that comment. I think I wouldn't even have said anything if that part of the comment about and the person who did this sound like a rookie move, somebody who's only been around 1 to 2, 3 years. And in my mind, I say the only people who think I've been around 1 to 2, 3 years is people who know me from Sinetta. Anybody who know me know I've been doing this longer. I used to go by Sister Zion. I already proved that. A few of my supporters came in the chat and told y'all, oh, I remember her. She was on Facebook. She did some.
Now she's talking about when she was a Hebrew Israelite. So when she was a Hebrew Israelite, Sister Zion, was she talking against, rapists and child molesters?
Videos on YouTube. She was used to go by Sister Zion. So that's the only problem that I was having.
And when she was Sister Zion, she wasn't the same, was she? Did she have the same sexual orientation? I mean, it's just amazing to me. It's just amazing to me. Soon she's going to give her birth date and said, I was alive for so many years. What does that have to do with advocacy? This lady betrayed us, and she was with the op and the op's wife. Make that make sense? See, some people will betray you and they will side by your ops. How many people do you know betray you and they side by your ops and they even side by your ops wife?
Don't try to chuck. I said what I said, and I think I was clear. But people play these games and allyship. I'm telling y'all know how many times I don't disagree with people outside.
People play these games and allyship.
Outside this fucking camera, and don't bring it to YouTube and don't even say shit. Like, it's really a game. It's really weird.
It's really a game. It's really weird. But when she was on the phone with Frankie, it wasn't weird. It wasn't a game. I guess it was serious then.
Are we better than Sinetta's crew, or are we not better than his crew? Because we don't need to be moving like he moves if we are better than him. We can't be pointing a finger at his ass and we doing the same goddamn shit. It don't make sense. Our audience is not stupid. Y'all know these people see this shit, right? That's all I'm saying.
I think it's about it now. I think she's going to move to a different topic. Man.
But that's real. I can respect that.
We got Flying Bomber.
That's what I'm telling you. Every time I keep trying to make sense of that fucking dream and that message that lady gave me, but sometimes I'm a little hard. Neil X got a hard head sometimes, and I'm stubborn as fuck. Yeah. I be knowing, hey, you don't do this and away from this shit, but sometimes I'm stubborn. I'm a Leo. You feel what I'm saying? But one thing I ain't never been afraid to do is bite my fucking tongue. I'm telling y'all, and if I choose to bite my tongue, it's because I be trying not to put y'all in the middle of our shit. I don't want to fall out with somebody, and I know we got the same supporters and shit, and then putting y'all in the middle. Nobody on me want to do that shit. I've been there. So.
And putting people in the middle of her stuff for I don't know how long. It's documented. Oh, Son of Thunder. He was there.
Yeah, she did.
Anyway, somebody want to get on the panel, feel free, but man, some people, man, telling you. So I'm a demon. or devil, whatever word she used, but that guy, the mighty Hebrew, rape, guilty. I don't see the live stream. Involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, guilty. I don't see the live streams. Or probably getting in the past. Son of Thunder wrote, what's she talking about? But in her chat, you wrote, hey, Neo. Maybe you just arrived at that time, you know. Anyway, feel free to get on the panel, man. I didn't know it would take that long. I made so much comments, you know, but I saw she had that live stream schedule, and from the title, I could tell that, you know, she put beef, keeping it real. I was like, okay, there it is. But you know, I was doing some stuff, you know. I was doing some stuff. Just had the phone. Just recorded just in case. And was there, you know, my daughter, my son, and all that, you know. But now it's late, you know. So they're sleeping now, you know. And now I'm really listening because, you know, I was just moving around. I had the phone there like that on the table. I was moving around and all that, you know. B. Bennett wrote, she don't like you communicating with queens. You know, hey, if she would have kept it real, she could have just said, hey, you know, that's why she doesn't like. But this lady said that I'm a devil or demon, whatever word she used. One of the two, right? I played it. Dang. Oh, my goodness. Should I call it a day? Okay. Stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to buy the net, I will definitely holler back at you. I don't argue, I state facts. If you are not part of the solution, part of the problem. If you do not think right, you will not act right. If you know better, you will do better. Do I to do any charu? Hotep.
Now, for the record, for those who don't know, I'm giving middle nature classes. And here, that's the flyer. Okay? So, those who are interested, feel free to holler at me. If you're not interested, it's cool. But I recommend that everybody who has not yet seen the video, Kemet and Ma'at, Before Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, then watch it. It has about 300,000 views and really deserves to have a lot more. I just want to let everyone know who's listening in now and who's going to listen to this stream in the future. I just had my first Meta Nature class by Brother Shaka today, and I've had other Meta Nature lessons by other teachers, and I can tell you right now, the brother is the best in the game. He is that was one of the best classes I've ever had, ever. So if you're interested in learning the Meta Nature, if you're interested in getting the basics of it, Brother Shaka is an awesome teacher. Get with him, and it's extremely affordable. This brother is giving us his time and his skills, and he's basically giving it away. I mean, I just consider it a donation. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody is interested in learning the Meta Nature, get with this brother right here. He's an awesome teacher. And I'll end with that.
Hotep Senu, Hena Senut. This is Julie, also known as Servant of Yah, and I'm currently taking the Medu Netra classes with Brother Shaka, and it has been an amazing experience. Only 2 lessons so far, and I feel like I've been taking the classes for months, just with the how in depth he goes into the vocabulary words, the construction of the language, the grammar. It's been immeasurable, the experience. And one thing that comes across, hands down, is his extreme passion for teaching this to anyone who is willing to learn and has an interest in learning. So I highly suggest, if you are interested, even a minimal interest, that you subscribe to the classes with Brother Shaka. It's such a nominal amount for how much you get. I know, like, our last class was over 2.5 hours. It felt like 2 minutes, but because that's how, involved you are in what he's teaching and how he teaches and how compassionate he is about what he teaches. Also with sharing materials free of charge. No question, no doubt. It's just what he does. He doesn't have to, but he does. And so I just wanted to give a short testimonial about the class and the effectiveness of the class. And all of that is attested to how studied Brother Shaka is. So I highly recommend anyone with a minimal interest that you do sign up for the Medu Netia class. Hotep.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which is Ma'at Forever. Don't forget to watch the video entitled Kemet and Ma'at. Don't forget to share Kemet and Ma'at on my channel on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or other social media that you use. Email, text messages, you name it. Those who wish to donate can do so on paypal.me/ma'atforever.